Camilla Parker Bowles is sending out her minions to attack Prince Harry. And my family, we have had and seen so many attacks towards Harry. And even Meghan Markle, because Meghan dared not to be visible while Harry was promoting his memoir Spare. Because of not being visible, Meghan has also been attacked. And my family, we have seen so much hit pieces being written against Prince Harry, like how Harry has been kidnapped by a cult of psychotherapy and his wife, Meghan Markle. Those are some of the hit pieces that have been written about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And now, one such person is Rupert Everett. My family, allow me to remind you what I have told you. If you want publicity in the UK, you do one thing. You attack Prince Harry and Meghan. You abuse them. That's what you do to get publicity in the UK. If you make positive comments about Harry and Meghan, you don't get publicity. And that's why so-called actors who nobody remembers are trying to use Harry and Meghan's name, are trying to attack, badmouth, insult Harry and Meghan in their bid to get publicity. We've seen that happening quite a long time. We have seen that with the likes of Andrew Tate, who is currently in prison in Romania, facing charges of human trafficking. And my family, he got publicity in the UK right after attacking Harry and Meghan Markle. He was then invited to UK TV shows. And Rupert Everett is also gaining a lot of attention from the UK tabloid media. Why? Because Rupert Everett thinks that Prince Harry is deranged and that nobody is giving him good advice. My family, the monarchy is an institution that has been propped up for quite a long time. From childbirth to kindergarten to primary schools in the UK, people are taught, educated about the importance of the monarchy. They are being brainwashed since childhood to preserve this institution of the monarchy. And that's why when some people expose it or don't praise it like so-called monarchists who love them too, they say that they want to destroy the royal family. When flaws within the royal family are exposed, somehow the person who exposed those flaws, who expose the true characters of members of the royal family that people are being told to bow to, the person who exposes them, their true characters, their true identities, they get attacked and accused of trying to destroy the monarchy, just as Harry and even Meghan have been accused of. And my family, allow me to just share with you kindly what has been said. Because my family, some people are trying to get attention by just attacking Prince Harry and not using common sense in the process. Now, Rupert Everett was asked a question about Harry and Meghan. I mean, who isn't? And this is what he had to say. And I quote, "I have to say Meghan's a better actress than I thought she was, he says. But as for the book, it's made me change my view. I was angry before, and now I just feel very, very sad. Sad for Harry. I felt so sympathetic towards him for years, and I still do now. Honestly, as someone who has put his foot in it quite a bit, I feel particularly bad for him about the Taliban thing. That changed everything and loses him, the one group that still loved him. I think he is deranged. Although, of course, nobody is giving him good advice, he says. As for what will happen to Harry and Meghan now, all Everett will say is really, it has been the most disastrous bumping of privates since Cleopatra and Caesar. He says, my family, by doing that, he's attacking Harry's marriage and also sending threats to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. My family, some people would much rather prefer that Harry remains in an abusive environment, in an abusive institution, rather than expose the people inside that institution for being abusive. And that's all what abusers love so much, for the victim to keep quiet. And if they don't, what happens? Oh, look, it's your wife who changed you. It's your wife who's at fault. My family, Meghan was never ever going to stand there, smile, and watch as you abuse her every single day for your amusement, Rupert Everett. Royal family, Camilla, Kate, Charles, William. Harry was not just going to stand there and watch as you destroy his dearly beloved wife, the mother of his child. Harry was not going to just stand there and just watch. Harry was not going to do that. And my family, because if they did know Prince Harry, then they would have known that Harry would choose his wife over the farm and the UK tabloid press, which to this day is a problem for them. They still can't admit that Harry chose his wife, Meghan, and his son, Archie. To this day, they just can't accept it that Harry did not choose them. If they knew Harry, they would have known that by going after his wife, they made Harry want to immediately leave the royal family. Something tabloids did not want Harry to do. They just thought that Meghan would leave, not Harry. So my family, they don't know Prince Harry. In the bullying of Meghan Markle, never did they think that they could lose Harry. Never. They thought only Meghan would leave. So clearly, they don't know Harry. Now my family, Kaiser, had to say something about this, and Kaiser said this, and I quote, Rupert's thing about Harry's first time has gotten the most headlines. But really, the comments before that should be the headline. I trust Harry to know who was his first and where. Although in Harry's memoir spare, he did not really treat that moment in his life like it was particularly significant. No wonder Harry did not mention that woman's name. Harry did not mention that woman's name. And UK media are coming up with world exclusives. Hey, we found her. It's Sasha Walpole. And Sasha is also saying that, Harry breached my privacy by revealing those details. And the thing is, Harry did not even mention her name. So technically, Sasha Walpole exposed herself to the entire world. Exposed herself to the UK media that hounds people, that hounds women. For what? For money? Once again, I hope that she enjoys her 15 minutes of fame, because her life will never ever be the same after getting into bed with the devil. That is the UK tabloid press. This problem of people thinking or imagining that they know Prince Harry more than himself. My family, if someone ever came to me and told me that, first of all, I'd say you are a liar. First of all, I'd say that really. My family, look at what has happened thanks to Harry's memoir. In life, based on the narrative peddled by the UK media, you could honestly think and believe that Harry and William were close. But thanks to Harry's memoir spare, we now know that that wasn't the truth. He and William have never ever been close all of Harry's life. So my family, even I, from reading Harry's memoir, found that out. Thanks to Harry using his own words and telling his own story. Some are angry that Harry has dared to expose this dysfunctional situation. This dysfunctional situation that they're told to uphold, praise, bow before. And that Harry exposed them for being abusers, people who are truly unworthy even of speaking about anything having to do with mental health. People who betray each other to get PR. Harry exposed them for that. But the thing is, deep inside of people, they knew exactly who the farm truly is, who the roles truly are. That they are a dysfunctional family. But some people want that family that basically presents white supremacy to continue to be upheld within the UK. Like Dan Newton, who said that members of the royal family should be whiter than white. That tells you exactly what they want to uphold. White supremacy. And my family, yet those same people always say that what racism, and yet they can't control the racism towards Harry's mixed race wife and children. And so my family, no one can claim to know Harry more than Harry himself. Harry knows who he is. And he isn't the person who tabloid media have been portraying as someone who's, who cheats. My family, in Harry's memoir spare, for instance, Prince Harry was accused of cheating in school. He even wanted to put out a statement to say that he was not a cheater, but was not allowed. That's how Harry was portrayed all of his life, by abusers. And some people are angry because Harry has exposed those abusers. Well, let them be angry. Because these people will never ever endure a fraction or put up with a fraction of what Harry has had to endure, of what Harry has had to go through in his life. No one can put up with it. No one. Family, no one. And my family, Keiza also says that, and yes, I've seen the current other story. I would guess that Rupert probably knows someone who slept with Harry, but she was not his first. As for the other comments, Rupert is just not a very, very good person. Not a good person at all. His comments on, I think that Harry is deranged, although of course nobody is giving him good advice. What advice should Prince Harry be taking? What advice do you believe that Harry should be taking, really? That come back to the UK, abandon your wife and son, come back and follow William and Kate around, take abuse and smile for the cameras? Is that the advice? Because that's what they have to offer, really. That's the only thing they have to offer Prince Harry. Take abuse, smile for the cameras, follow William and Kate around, act like everything is okay, be abused at home by William and keep quiet about it. That is what abusers want from Prince Harry, for him to live a life of misery, a life of unhappiness. My family, that's not going to happen. And no wonder Keiza asks, what advice should Harry be taking? According to Rupert, go back to the abusive cycle of your cold and distant family. A father whom 1 week after the death of Harry's mom ships off Harry to boarding school. 1 week after the funeral. 1 week after the funeral, ships off Harry to boarding school. My family, it's clear the cycle of abuse that Harry has gone through all of his life. It's clear how Harry has been a scapegoat for the firm and UK media and even the government for quite a long, long time, my family. And the fact that some people believe that that's where he belongs shows you exactly who is deranged in this story. And it's not Prince Harry. It is not Prince Harry. Should Harry abandon his wife, his loving wife and son, to come back to the UK, smile for Rupert Murdoch-owned press, and live a life of misery alone? Or marry, in the words of Piers Morgan, and I quote Piers Morgan's article for Daily Mail, a dim, white, conservative blonde, chosen for him by his brother. Those words prove the problem they've had with Meghan is Meghan's race. They can't stand seeing Harry happy. And it also proves what Harry said. Members of the royal family don't marry for love. And what happens when you don't marry for love? You begin having affairs. Tabloids find out. They go to the royal family and they tell Charles, hey, look, we have info on your son having an affair. And guess what? We are going to publish it if you don't give us another story to cover this up. And what do? They ask for a story about, someone they want to destroy. That's what they ask for. And the firm willingly obliges and gives them what they want. My family, that is not living. That is not life. Tabloids want to control the firm. And remember, they rule using intimidation. That's how they rule the UK, through intimidation. They get a story about you. As Harry said, they have a lot of dirt on the royal family. They keep that dirt in exchange for you giving them something else. If you don't play ball, they release that dirt. Let's say affairs. My family, that's what normally happens in the UK. And so my family, some people want Harry to come back to that, a cycle of abuse whereby he'll be unhappy, whereby tabloids can have some dirt to use on him, to control him. Abusers won't get what they seek. They won't get that which they seek, you know? And my family, Keiza highlighted a threat from Rupert Everett to Prince Harry when he said these words, and I quote, "Really, it has been the most disastrous bumping of privates since Cleopatra and Caesar. Caesar was assassinated. Mark Antony had to step in and move Cleopatra and her son out of Rome so they would not be assassinated as well." It is an extremely disturbing reference. It is an extremely disturbing and threatening reference. I am sick and tired of Camilla's friends sending threats to the life of Harry's family, to Harry himself, Harry's wife, and children. I am sick and tired of that. Having to watch it every single day. Them sending threats to Harry, his wife, and children. If you don't want Harry to say something bad about the royal family, something bad or awful about the royal family, then tell your royal family, your precious royal family that you praised and bowed to, tell them to behave adequately, appropriately, dignified. Tell them to behave that way. Tell them to act that way. Tell them to behave appropriately. But if they can't behave accordingly, appropriately, decently, you can't complain when the victims of their abuse dare to speak up. You can't complain. You can't. You have Prince Harry. In an interview, Stephen Colbert said that we left, years ago. And in 1 year, we were quiet. We were silent. Quiet and silent. Never said a word. Never gave interviews about what happened to them within the royal family. Never did that. But the bullying never stopped. The smear campaign never stopped. William's office never stopped leaking anti-Harry and Meghan stories to UK press. It never ever stopped. And then somehow, they keep on expecting, the abusers keep on expecting that Harry will keep his mouth shut. That Meghan will keep her mouth shut. As they continue to pile on abuse towards them. Trying to break them apart, to destroy Harry and Meghan's marriage. The family, things don't work that way. Things just don't work that way. You've pushed Harry and Meghan to the brink. In the Oprah interview, you can note that we never ever had Prince Harry and Meghan name names of who was behind the smear campaign against them. They just said the firm and tabloids, but names were not really mentioned. And my family, after that, the royal family never ever stopped even leaking stories about Harry and Meghan. Then Harry decided it's time to reveal the truth. William authorized his own employee to issue a statement against Meghan Markle in court. But somehow, Harry and Meghan should keep quiet, not expose the royal family and their behaviors and the unethical, corrupt behaviors. Somehow, Harry and Meghan just keep quiet. That's unacceptable. That is totally, completely unacceptable. 100%. My family, 100%. You can't bully, abuse someone. Keep on targeting them. I remember Meghan's reaction when she said, "It's your brother, it's your brother, it's your brother" to Harry. I remember that reaction for the Harry and Meghan documentary. It was frustration, anger, very much anger. But throughout all of that anger, Meghan never uttered a demeaning word about William, despite knowing who he was, despite knowing that William is an abuser. Never uttered a word against him, despite knowing what he was doing, despite William's attempt at trying to help a tabloid that has bullied Meghan Markle throughout her pregnancy, bullied Meghan and Harry, lied about Harry and Meghan. Despite all of that, Meghan never ever mentioned and uttered a demeaning word about William. It's clear who the abusers in this story are. It's clear who the victims in this story are. And the victims are no longer quiet. The victims are talking. Much to the anger of monarchists or friends of Camilla like Rupert Everett, who once described Camilla Parker Bowles as being a funny person. What is about Camilla, really? So clearly, these people are being used to attack Meghan Markle. It has been 6 years, and still they haven't stopped. They haven't stopped going after Harry and Meghan, because the smear campaign has been a complete and total failure. My family, allow me to read some comments on this. Now, someone said that, Rupert Everett is hoping for honors from Charles, perhaps. Someone said that the royal family are deploying actors as surrogates like this. They know the monarchy's reputation has taken a massive international hit. They used surrogates to damage Meghan for 6 years, and it's less effective now. Welcome to karma, Windsors. Someone said that. Rupert is apparently still sticking his foot in his mouth with these comments. Thank you, Rupert, for telling us again how racist you are. Who is this guy? Someone asks. And why does he have an opinion on Harry and Meghan? Go back to your corner and have several seats. Someone said that. My family, someone else said that. My family, it's clear what they want. They want publicity and also perhaps to get some royal honors, some CBEs or OBEs, because they have attacked Harry and Meghan Markle. And Rupert has gotten one thing: publicity from his attacks on Harry and Meghan Markle. My family, some people are trying to use Harry and Meghan's name to gain relevance. All the while Prince Harry and Meghan thrive, and they wish so badly for them to fail, it is just not working. Harry and Meghan continue to thrive, continue to succeed. And may God bless both Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. My family, I want to hear your opinion on what we just talked about, my family. Tell me what you think about UK media's constant use of celebrities who nobody remembers to smear and attack Prince Harry and Meghan. What do you think about that, my family? And no wonder, as I said, we must amplify, positive things that have been said about Harry and Meghan. We must do that from celebrities, because this strategy used by UK media is using people who have a massive following, or at least even a following, to get their followers to attack Harry and Meghan, to incite more hate against Harry and Meghan. My family, that is unacceptable, and I condemn what has been happening. It is just so wrong, my family. Now, I'd like to hear your opinion on this, please. Kindly. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. May God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lipedana, and Dora Daglan, and all of you members of the squad at home. And kindly stay tuned to our next video. God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lipedana. No weapon against Harry, Meghan, Archie, and Lipedana shall prosper. Stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.